in the small town of Hollow Grove. Halloween was a very cherished tradition that was filled with laughter, costumes, and scary decorations. Every year, children and adults alike eagerly anticipated all the festivities that surrounded this spooky day. But this year was different, as there were whispers of a violent clown seen running around the nearby woods that began circulating just days before Halloween. Many townfolk that heard this just thought of it as another urban legend, things that were said to scare children to get them in the spirit of the season. But there are some who said they actually encountered the clown firsthand and spoke how sinister it looked, cloaked in vibrant colors, and had a bright red nose that just made them feel uneasy. Halloween night descended upon Hollow Grove. The streets were filled with jack-o'-lanterns lit by candlelight and Halloween decorations hung in the branches of trees that were flowing in the wind. The children were excitedly putting on their costumes and ready to go out and get tricks or treats. As the night began, the children of the town ran from house to house that had their porch light on to collect their candy, and the adults stood on the street chaperoning not far away. Halloween night went off without a hitch. That is until the young children were put to bed. And that's when the teenagers of the town decided they wanted to get into mischief and really see if there was a maniacal clown living on the edge of town. Now, the ringleader of the Hollow Grove teenagers was class president and head cheerleader Emily, with her blonde hair and blue eyes and her know-nothing attitude. Everyone followed her as they made their way to the woods on the edge of town. Emily was tired of being teased by the other cheerleaders saying that she was a fraidy cat, and so she came to prove them all wrong by leading the group of teens from Hollow Grove into the woods. Rumor has it that the clown liked to hang out in an old drainage ditch in the river that ran through the woods. As the Hollow Grove teenagers made their way down there and came upon the drain pipe, Emily with her flashlight was the first to go down on the slopes and peek inside the drainage ditch. As Emily pointed her flashlight inside, one of the guys yelled, "Boo!" And everyone got a good chuckle as Emily jolted up the slope screaming. As soon as Emily found out that it was just nothing but a sick joke, she screamed at the dude and went back down into the slope of the river and checked the drainage pipe again. With a little encouragement, the rest of the teens did the same. The teenagers entered the draining pipe. There is nothing but darkness that the teens could see. The only light came from Emily's flashlight. She took the lead as the group walked the tunnel. About 2 minutes into their journey, Emily saw some balloons floating into the path of her flashlight. This caused her to stop in mid-step, and before any of the other teens could ask Emily why she stopped, a sinister laugh filled the tunnel. Upon hearing this, the Hollow Grove teenagers turned and ran out the tunnel as fast as possible. As the teens made it out of the drain pipe, they started to climb up the bank of the river. As they were doing so, a creepy voice spoke. "Hello, children." Emily shined the flashlight towards the source of the voice. As the light shined on the clown, who was wearing big red shoes, a black and pink clown outfit, and had blue hair, with yellow, green, and brown makeup smeared all over his face. But the most scariest thing about the clown was the razor-sharp teeth that showed through his wide smile. The balloons that scared the teenagers out of the drain tunnel began to float out of it and surrounded the Hollow Grove teenagers. And the clown spoke again. "Children, do you love playing games? Wait, all children love playing games. So how about you play my favorite game, Manhunt?" Frightened, the teens scattered into the woods in all different directions. And all that the teenagers heard was the sinister laugh that the clown made echo in the woods. Now, the next morning, the Hollow Grove teenagers began to text and even make phone calls to each other to make sure that what happened last night was not a dream and was real, and to make sure that everyone was okay. Greg, the young man that scared Emily before all the teenagers went into the drain pipe, was worried about her. He tried to call her and send her a few texts, but he got no response. So he went to her house and knocked on the front door. Her parents answered and said that Emily did not come home last night, and that's when Hollow Grove got together and began to search for her. The adults of the town were led to the drainage pipe that the teenagers were all walking in last night, and that's where they found her. Emily was found hanging upside down with her flashlight shoved down her throat.